now. Is it? It is. Okay, let me put the comments up. I think that the sound should be good once people start filtering in. I will ask if they will be able to hear me. Hello, everyone. How are you guys today? Happy Sunday. Hopefully everyone is staying safe with this storm. I was joking around when I was getting ready. I was like, oh, I'm obviously late, but like there's snow outside. Like there was so much traffic, like just BSing. But then I walked out and there was an accident like outside of my house. So everyone, please be safe out there. It's fucking wild out in these streets right now. From the outside. Or from the inside looking out, it doesn't look too bad. But it's the ice. It's definitely the ice that is getting people. Because that car definitely is fucked up. Let me go here. Oh, I did not mean to click that. Let's see where we can capture some people. Hello, Alicia. How are you? What is going on? Happy Sunday. Let me share. Ooh, Alicia, you're a fellow Massachusetts person. Did you watch the game? I was watching bits and pieces of it. I was listening to it more so with my husband watching it. But the Patriots won and we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm super stoked. We haven't gone to the Super Bowl in like 7 years, dude. Fuck. It's been a while. It's literally been so long. Okay. Let me share this to my page. Let me share this to... Ooh, Alicia, can you share this, please, to the bog chat? I'd appreciate your face. Where was I gonna put this? Oh, my story. I can go there. Let's see where else I can share this. Do 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 do. You gotta listen to your heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm. Hi, Shanna Banana. I wonder if that, hold on, let me see, because I saw that on like Facebook actually, and not, I wonder if that's coming up on the Word to Big Bird. It is coming. I was trying to see if it was coming up on like the combined. Can you guys hear me okay? Can we hear everything? Let me move this over. Okay, so life in the fast lane. Last week we realized that we reread part of chapter, I think it was chapter 8. So we are going to page that what do you mean? Can you guys still hear me? Video issues, but can you guys hear me okay? Okay, well, if you can hear, then it should probably be fine. Maybe the cord's just... Hold on. Okay, what about now? Does it sound better now? Can you hear me now? Is it still going off and on? Oh, wanna know, no. Oh no, I wasn't ready for that yet. Dude, yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm glad, but I had said that too. I didn't think that we were gonna get all that they had said that we were going to get. I kind of figured that. I did figure that. But, dude, all of the stuff that's going on in the world right now, I don't even fucking know. I don't know. If there's a place you want to go, I'm the one you need to know. I'm the map. I'm the map. The Patriots are going to this. Okay, that one was aggressive. Let's see what just shot out. Not citrine. That's crazy. Oh my god, I was on Marketplace and this lady is selling like a whole shit ton of crystals, but one of the little crystals that she had is shaped like a French bulldog, but it's a citrine crystal. But that's the card that pulled out, citrine. So, wealth, enhanced career prospects, self-esteem, and manifestation. So that's the card that we pulled. I actually have citrine on my little candle plate. I wonder, that might not be a good idea, but it might, definitely. Citrine. Oh, that zoomed in extra. Alright. I can put that back now to its home. Okay. Let's see what this bad boy says. Okay, so best for enhancing career, creativity, and communication, manifesting abundance. Looks pale yellow to amber and orange quartz. Citrine is also called the sunstone and holds clear energy of the morning sunlight, bringing joy, abundance, and optimism to all areas of life, especially career and finances. Historically known as the merchant stone and associated with the planet Mercury, citrine is believed to improve a person's sales talk, upping their wealth and success in business. Long ago, merchants placed this stone in their vaults to protect their money and attract more. Today, businesses can get a boost by placing a small piece of citrine in their till or computer if that's where money is made to help boost income. Citrine is also known to encourage wise spending decisions by strengthening intuition. It allows you to release past anger, fears of lack, and destructive habits by blocking abundance and encourages you to see a brighter future ahead. This boosts self-esteem and helps you enjoy the new things, leading you to create and act on new opportunities for more prosperity. Try this ritual for extra prosperity. At dawn, burn a yellow candle next to a piece of citrine. This will charge the stone with abundance energies. Once the candle is burned down, keep the fully charged crystal in your wallet to attract wealth. A powerful stone for anyone involved in communication or expressive arts, citrine ignites creative imagination and willpower by opening up the sacral chakra. Activating your imagination is the first step towards manifestation because you need to first envision the future that you want in order to bring it into being. Visualize and really feel your desire becoming reality while holding a piece of citrine in your dominant hand. Imagine this vision charging the stone with energy to help you put plans into action and to make it all come into being. From the sacral chakra, citrine's energy wakes up the solar plexus and the root chakra, helping all three to radiate the stone's sunlight. This ignites our will and energy to work hard and persevere to make things happen out of ideas coming from the imagination. Citrine transmutes rather than absorbs negativity, so it never needs to be cleansed. But to enhance its radiance, leave the citrine in sunlight from dawn until midday, especially on the summer solstice. Just don't leave it out too often in the direct sunlight because it can fade or crack. Have you been seeing a lot of citrine lately? I saw that, like I was saying, that little doggy. But other than that, not too much really. Let me see. I don't know if everyone's already twisted, but make sure you get your Blazy Susans. If you go to the Blazy Susan website and use Pretty Girl Smoke 2 at checkout, you'll get 10% off of your total order, and you'll be helping the bog. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. I already have mine twisted. I was trying. Oh, I have mad lighters in here. I was looking for a lighter earlier. And now to figure out what page we were on, I think it was like 100 and something. But I circled it. Hold on. That was the home. Okay, so apparently I always circle it. So that's not really a good. Okay, I think it was 126. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so what we're not gonna do now, because we're good girls in recovery, we have a tendency to want to be perfect and therefore may start to become too hyper vigilant about where our vibration is. Please do not use the law of attraction as a way to browbeat as a way to browbeat yourself and become obsessed over every little thought or feeling you have. Trying to keep yourself to an unrealistic standard will only drag your vibration down further. I see people using the law of attraction to promote fear and shame in other people for conditions in their lives. Will you attracted that job loss, breakup, cheating lover, or accident? When we begin to feel guilty and ashamed about what is happening in our life, we drag our vibration down further. This does not help us create conditions we desire. The truth is, you cannot control other people, and yes, shit happens. What matters most is how we respond to that shit. Negative thoughts are going to come. People are going to do fucked up shit. What the law of attraction allows me to do this turn, whatever way the energy is flowing in my favor. I take the shit, I make it fertilizer, and then I make it my servant. I say, this too is serving me. This too, no matter what it looks like, is working out for my highest good. By changing my awareness and directing my energy, I am able to shift and morph whatever is showing up to my benefit. I also do deep inquiry within myself to look at the negative thought patterns and hiding limiting beliefs that have brought this healing opportunity to me. When I do this, whatever happens to me is a blessing because I make it so. This is the power of being connected to your divine energy. As I said before, it is about protecting and being mindful of your energy and not allowing yourself to be pulled down into a negative spiral. It is about practicing love, gentle awareness, and becoming in tune with how we are feeling. Excuse me. It is not about finding another way to make yourself bad or wrong. Self-care for the badass goddess. One thing I've learned from Taoism and African spirituality is that energy moves in cycles. There will be a time when we're feeling on top of the world, and there will be times where we feel down. The badass goddess needs a toolbox that will help soothe and raise our vibration in those down moments. The tools also help us with spiritual maintenance, so we don't find ourselves breaking down completely because we haven't stopped to care for ourselves. Our toolbox, like Roblox. Our toolbox could include going for a run, dancing, meditating, therapy, getting coaching, taking a nap, sitting in a hot bath, or getting a massage. Our self-care is important to remain. Our self-care is important to remain balanced. Caring for ourselves helps us maintain a high vibration. Sometimes the reason we're angry or depressed is because we're exhausted, run down, and depleted. When your life force is low, you will be more susceptible to negative feelings and thoughts. You must pour into your cup, or you will have nothing left to give anyone or birth those pussyiation desires. I suggest having at minimum a full self-care day at least once a month. This means you spend the entire day indulging in yourself. It may look like a spa day or a day at the beach. It may also look like resting in the house, drinking tea, and not answering any calls or emails from your job. Send the kids away for a day or the weekend so you can nurture yourself. Do not clean the house, do not cook, do not perform any kind of work. Along with the full day of self-care, you also need daily practices that help you keep centered and aligned. I cannot stress meditation enough. Give yourself a meditation challenge. Do it every day for a minimum of 10 minutes a day for 30 days to see how your life transforms. Meditation is a way of returning home to you after giving so much to yourself to others. When we're able to nurture ourselves, our life can experience miraculous shifts. My client Kimberly was giving too much energy to her job and making herself sick. While working with me, she was able to say yes to her badass goddess by creating more time for her self-care. Excuse me. I am beginning to put myself and my needs first, especially when it comes to my job. I used to get up, rush out of the door to get to work at 7 a.m. and I wouldn't leave work most days until between 7 and 9 p.m. That left me so stressed and unhappy. I ended up getting bronchitis that turned into pneumonia. Oh damn. That turned into pneumonia. I realized that I was going down the same path that I previously went down before I received a cancer diagnosis. Doing the rituals helped me to understand the importance of taking time to connect with spirit and my higher self. The release ceremony was refreshing and the cleansing bath was luxurious. For the first time in my life history, I felt deserving of all good I desired. I changed my hours at work from 9 a.m. to whatever time I'm ready to go home, which is usually between 2:30 and 4 p.m. I have taken charge of my work calendar, blocking off times as not to get sucked into unnecessary meetings that are not beneficial to me or my team. This allows me to stay in morning for meditation, inspirational reading, self-care, and setting intentions for my day. In making the shift and prioritizing her self-care and reclaiming her time, Kimberly was able to lose weight easily and effortlessly. She went down 2 dress sizes as well as manifesting more financial abundance. It feels so good to shop and buy what I desire, pay all my bills on time, put a little bit in savings, and not worry about what is in my account. One thing that my fitness trainer noticed and said to me today was, "You are finally trusting yourself." Wow, this class has helped me so much and I appreciate and I'm grateful for you. Thank you for sharing your gift with the world. When we begin to put ourselves first and trust ourselves, the world will begin to mirror that back to us in many places, such as our finances or even our body. Calling your energy back meditation. Wait, but before we go into that, I feel like, so I've wanted to make the subscriber Saturdays like more intentional, so maybe we should all plan to like maybe on Saturdays like go do some form of self-care, whether it be like maybe we go get like massages or like we can like have that be like our nail day. Maybe our nail day, because I need to get back in the habit of doing that. I used to be a faithful every 2-weeker, but I had kids and like life happened, so that's like not a thing. But maybe if we like, I think we should like maybe, I like that idea. Okay. Calling your energy back meditation. Call your spirit back. It may be caught in corners and creases of shame, judgment, and human abuse. You must call it in a way that your spirit will want to return. Speak to it as you would a beloved child. Many of you reading this book may identify with being spiritually sensitive or an empath, one who is able to feel what other people are thinking or feeling. An empath sometimes has difficulty separating other people's thoughts and feelings from their own. I believe many of us former good girls are very empathetic, which causes us to get lost in feelings and thoughts of others. This makes it difficult for us to know what we want and desire. Within our self-care practice, we must also practice protecting our energy. Below is a quick meditation you can do to disentangle your energy and call it back to you. Hello, Killer Cam Cam. How are you? We were just talking about how once a month we need to do self-care. So once a month you need to do self-care, my friend. Let's see. Sit up to meditate in whatever pose feels comfortable to you. It could be with your legs crossed or not. You could sit up in a chair or allow the back of your chair to support you. However you sit, you want to make sure you're sitting up straight so the kundalini energy can flow. I think I probably said that wrong. Roll your shoulders back and relax your jaw. Take deep belly breaths. While sitting in meditation, call your energy back to you. The energy that you've given to your job, your lovers, your children, your family. Call it back. See your energy floating out of you like strings of spaghetti. Notice where it's attached and call it back to you. Many of us can't rest or sleep well because our energy is so attached to other people. Call it back home to you. Once you've called your energy back, visualize yourself surrounded by a white light in the shape of an eggshell. This represents your Wi Ki, or protective field, that's called in Taoism. Our Ki is our spiritual and physical immune system. We need to have strong spiritual defenses so we're not easily affected or penetrated by other people's energies. Our Wi Ki. Oh, I wonder if that's where Reiki comes from. Field keeps us healthy physically and spiritually. That would probably make sense, but it's just spelled. So this is spelled Weiqi, like space QI, but then but that's still like Reiki, like a Reiki master, but that's Reiki, I think. I wonder if there's a Velma. That needs to be. I don't even think I have a pen. I was using it earlier today and I didn't put it back in my bag. But that needs to be noted. Oh, actually, Shanna, can you... Oh, that's a lie. I can do it here. Weiqi versus Reiki. Okay. I don't know where that went though, but I typed it somewhere. Who even knows? I just sent that. I think I sent that to Facebook, but right? I would think so too. The power of self-love. All acts of self-care and self-preservation are really acts of self-love. This year, I've been asking myself a question: how can I love me more? I invite you to ask yourself the same question too. In what ways can you love yourself unconditionally? Now what we have to let go of now that we have let go of our good girl mask, now that we are dancing to no fucks lands and manifesting our pussyiation desires by being aware of our vibration, in what ways can we love ourselves more and make self-love our priority? First, become alone. First, start enjoying yourself. First, love yourself. First, become so authentically happy that if nobody comes, it doesn't matter. You are full, overflowing. If nobody knocks at your door, it is perfectly okay. You are not missing. You are not waiting for somebody to come knock at that door. You are home. If somebody comes, good, beautiful. If nobody comes, that too is beautiful and good. That needs to be hold on, I feel like that needs to be reiterated, so I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna read that again. First, become alone. First, start enjoying yourself. First, love yourself. First, become so authentically happy that if nobody comes, it doesn't matter. Excuse me. You are full, overflowing. If nobody knocks at your door, it is perfectly okay. You are not missing. You are not waiting for somebody to come knock at the door. You are at home. If somebody comes, good, beautiful. If nobody comes, that too is beautiful and good. In my self-journey to self-love, I had to realize that I am perfect, whole, and complete all by myself. For many years, I was walking around as I love myself, but there were so many buts. I love myself, but I wish I had a man. I love myself, but I wish I had more money. I love myself, but I wish I had a six-pack. If you have any I love myself buts, I want you to throw them away. It is not the money, the perfect body, or a man or woman that makes you whole and complete. Your first and primary relationship is with you and you. All others are a reflection of that relationship. When you are full of self-love, anybody else who comes just has to join your self-love party. I fall in love with myself, and I want someone to share it with me. I want someone to share it with me. And I want someone to share me with me. That's from Eartha Kitt. I had an off and on relationship with a man I dearly loved for 7 years. Oh, damn, there goes 7 again. For 7 years. We would get close, and when things got too intense for him, he'd abruptly end the relationship, saying he wasn't ready, leaving me heartbroken. This happened not once or twice, but 6 times. In my heart, I had sincerely believed this man was my husband, so despite his inability to truly commit, I always accepted him back and thought we were just meant to be. I was putting my feelings for him and what I had imagined we could be over my love for self. During our last cycle, I could feel the familiar, inevitable feeling of him pulling away yet again. And while usually I'd be heartbroken or sad, this time I was relieved. I told him that I told him that I know I am an amazing woman, and I know what I want and what I deserve. And I know what I want and I deserve, and that if it's not you, then someone else is going to give it to me. When he responded that he wasn't going to let me go, I told him I'd send him an invite to my wedding and happily close the casket on that relationship after a 7-year cycle. We never have to forsake ourselves or abandon good common sense for love. We never have to beg anyone to love us or stay with us. We have to also remember that our mates are mirrors. I cover this thoroughly in my book, Happy and Healed. Oh no, she has another book. Damn. Happy and Healed, 5 Steps to Getting Over Any Man and Finding the Love You Deserve. As I stared at the reflection of my ex-partner, I realized he couldn't fully commit to me because I wasn't fully committed to me. If you are in a bad relationship with anyone else, it is because you are in a bad relationship with yourself. That's from Abiola Abrams. Oh shit. That's the lady, the African goddess initiation in the Oracle. But that's from the Sacred Bombshell Handbook of Self-Love. Damn, all these books. But I'm curious and interested in the Sacred Bombshell. The Sacred Bombshell Handbook of self-love, as we're talking about self-love and self-care and self, that's actually not a bad book. Okay. Every time we accept less than what we are worthy of in a relationship or in life, we are betraying ourselves. The best way to attract true love is by unabashedly, I didn't do that right. No, I have no idea. I won't even hold you. Loving ourselves and committing to our evolution. Excuse me. You cannot evolve if you keep accepting the same bullshit. Commit to truly loving yourself. Stop accepting less than what you're worthy of, and all others will come either to reflect that or move out of the damn way. Show me someone not full of herself, and I'll show you a hungry person. And that's a quote by Nikki Giovanni. You are worthy of being full of yourself. If you'd like to cultivate more self-love, I encourage you to do some mirror work. Practice by a practice coined by Louise Hay. Every day, peer into the mirror, look deeply into your eyes, and tell yourself your name. I love and accept you as just as you are. You are perfect, whole, and complete. It may feel weird to say those things out loud to yourself, but notice what feelings may come up. As a child, my mother didn't say I love you a lot, although I was clear she loved me. Saying I love you is something I had to learn to say and become comfortable with saying. It may also feel weird or like a lie to tell yourself you're perfect. In saying that we're perfect, it doesn't mean that there aren't places we need to grow, heal, or strengthen. It doesn't mean that we aren't infallible and can do no wrong. When we say that we are perfect, whole, and complete, it's a reminder of our true nature that is divine and untouchable by any trauma, bad decision, or crisis. Some of us grow up feeling deep down inside that we are imperably flawed and that something is deeply wrong with us. We walk around with this wound and we attract people who victimize us because we are subconsciously victimizing ourselves. We don't believe anyone can truly love us. It is time to let that story go. We have everything we need right inside of us and the ability to call on the divine to help us heal anything that we are dealing with or have been through. When we say yes to loving ourselves as a badass goddess, we say yes to loving all of us, our light and our dark. As good girls in recovery, we often want to run from our darkness, but it is through our darkness that we are reborn. Tantric goddess Kali teaches us the power found in darkness. If there is one goddess I think of when I think of a badass, it is Kali Ma. Kali is one of the 10 Mavida goddesses or wisdom goddesses of the Tantra tradition. Every goddess represents a different form of Shakti and how she manifests in the universe. The power of the dark goddess. There is an image of the goddess that most of us find acceptable or even prefer. That is the soft feminine mother archetype who nurtures us endlessly, or perhaps the young flirty sensual goddess who helps us enjoy the pleasures of life. However, there is an image of the goddess many of us do not placate. I don't even know if I said that right. The same way. Some of us are even afraid of her, for she is not the goddess who comes to be enchanted with strawberries and rose petals. She is the one who rides with the winds of the hurricane. That's crazy as we're going through this ice storm. She's the one who takes a no shit and comes to uproot anything that is false and stands in the way of truth. And that's, hold on, this is the picture. Oh no, there it goes. Kali. When we see images of Kali, she is shown naked with black skin, 3 eyes, her hair in wild locks, fangs, her long red tongue sticking out of her mouth to lap with the blood of her enemies. Oh shit. Around her neck, she wears a necklace of 50 skulls and a skirt with severed arms. She stands on top of Shiva's corpse like a body with 4 arms. She stands on top of Shiva's corpse like a body with 4 arms. In her first hand, she holds a sword, and in the second, a severed head dripping blood, which she collects in a bowl. In the third, she holds a trident, with her final hand facing forward, her palm raised as if to halt to any that would defy her. Kali is said to hang out of the cremation grounds with ghosts and goblins. Although Kali's image is fierce, she is not a scary monster. She is not a scary monster. She represents the goddesses in her face of the dark feminine. Dude, yeah, this chapter. In goddess studies, there exists a concept of triple goddesses. The goddess is said to have 3 faces, that of the maiden, mother, and crone. She is all one goddess. The original trinity, and is experienced through various aspects of life, including our menstrual cycle, the moon phases, life cycles, and seasons of the year. The maiden, also known as the virgin, this does not mean untouched, but a woman who is one in herself, not belonging to a man or married and sexually independent. She represents fun, youthfulness, play, lightheartedness, fertility, erotic power, and being carefree. She is connected to love goddesses like Urzuli, Frida, Oshun, Aphrodite, and Het Heru. Excuse me. Her time of year is springtime, early summer. She is the time of our menstrual cycle right after our menses had ended, not our menses, and when we feel a burst of energy caused by the influx of hormones that stimulate our ovaries to ripen our uterus line. She is the waxing energy of the moon when growing from new to full. Okay, so that was the first one. That's the maiden. And then the second one, the mother, represents the power of birth, nurturing, receptivity, abundance, and fertility. Oh no. She is connected to mother goddesses like Yemaya, Mother Mary, Isis, or Aset. She is connected to the height of the summer, early fall, the harvest season. She is our ovulation, when our estrogen levels reach their peak and our eggs ripen and matures, ready to be impregnated. She is the full moon. And then we have the crone, face of the goddesses. She represents power through letting go, death, destruction, and getting rid of the old so that the new can be born, and wisdom. She's connected to the dark goddess like Urzuli, Dantor, Kali, Oya, and Sekhmet. She is our bleeding time during our menstrual cycle, the time our bodies let go through our yoni. She is connected to late fall and winter time. She is the dark new moon when the moon has no visible light. Together, these three goddesses represent birth, life, death, and the cycle beginning again through rebirth. This is the same cycle the moon goes through, as well as our body through our menstrual cycle. Both phases of the moon and the cycle of our bodies ripen each fullness and wane to begin again. Our menses is really our holy time, and it is the abundant of divine, and as it is the abundant of divine feminine energy. Hi Sam, how are you? When one goes beyond Kali's fierce imagery and discovers the meaning behind the symbols, there lies great wisdom. Her name means the Black One, for she represents the infinite black void, the dark womb all creation comes from, ultimately dissolves back into. This is represented in her black skin color. She is time and death, and the destruction that must come from new life to be born. The eye in the middle of her forehead represents the third eye chakra, or really her first eye, which gives spiritual vision. The 50 skulls around her neck represent the letters of the Sanskrit alphabet that contain the sounds used in sacred mantras or words of power. The skirt of severed arms symbolizes the karma she cleanses from her devotees. The sword she wields cuts away all the ignorance and that is which false and misleading. The head in her hand that her sword has chopped off represents the false self, the ego that prevents us from identifying with our divine nature. Her nakedness shows that she is free from illusion. She clad in the darkness of space. She stands on top of Shiva to symbolize that without her he is powerless. Shiva needs Kali, a Shakti, to enjoy life. Consciousness needs to be activated by life force. Her palm raised in the mudra, or sacred gesture representing fear not. Kali does not come to scare us, but to liberate us. When I think of Kali's energy, I think of I think of a fierce but loving teacher. Have you ever had a teacher who, before you even had them, you heard that they were crazy and had students running in fear? You get that teacher only to find that they were super strict and tolerate no excuses. You may hate that teacher at first because they weren't allowing you to skate by, but later on you grow to love and appreciate that teacher. You discover that once you get past their trial by fire, they are really kind and loving. Their strictness doesn't come from a negative place, but a desire to see you do your best. You wind up growing up beyond what you thought was possible. This is the energy of Kali to me. Kali is not here for your bullshit. When you fail to make necessary changes that you know you need to, it is Kali who sends the winds of the hurricane into your life force to make you change. She rips up the old structures with poor foundation so they can be rebuilt again on solid ground. It may look like a job loss, breakup, betrayal from a friend, business failure, or death of a loved one. Rather than resist these changes, we need to dance with Kali in the midst of these transitions. She is the destruction. She is a time that which consumes all creation. She is death, but she is also rebirth. The old must die so that the new the old must die so that the new can be reborn. She knows that death is an illusion. That is why she can hang out in the cremation grounds. She knows that everything dissolves back from formlessness to become one with the divine and then born again. Sally Kepton, in her chapter on Kali from the Book of Awakening Shakti, writes, without her ruthless insistence on melting us to the bone, we'll never get down to our essence, down to the apparent nothingness that alone can reveal our true vastness, out of which real creativity arises. Kali meets us to the bone so we can find our true power. Once we let go of what is no longer serving us, once we let the no good things die, then we can create the space to receive what we really want. That's crazy, because that's literally been fucking the past like a week. Let it go. That's literally been like, that's been screaming for literally the past like week. Let it go. That's wild. Go with even the eel Sam, go with the flow. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Kali brings blessings through our trials. Her energy was the pain dying I felt during the Ahukasa ceremony. I think I said that wrong. Followed by the bliss of feeling one with the divine. To feel that bliss, what did I have to do? I had to literally vomit all of my blockages. Kali sent the whirlwind that caused me to lose almost everything and be in a court battle with my ex-husband, followed by the blessing of receiving even more than what I had before. To be open to receiving my blessings, I had to let go of the inner I had to let go of the inner things to my abundance and power. Impediments? I don't think that's right either. Whatever. If you want to fly, you have to give up some of the things that weigh you down. Let it go. Fuck, dude. Let it go. Kali wants to see you fly as a badass goddess. To do that, you're going to have to let some things go. Below you will find a meditation that will guide you to meeting your inner Kali and asking her what you need to release so that you can truly say yes to being a badass goddess. This is a very truncated version of a larger, that's still not it. Truncated. Truncated? I feel like that just means it's a shrunk down, but I don't think I said that right. Of a larger Kali ritual I do with my clients. at my badass goddess retreat. To find, okay, so then you just go to the website. So this is the meditation. Dude, dude. You need to get if he don't wanna love you the right way, he ain't gonna. I was telling Shanna that I need to make a series of like breakup songs, but like not in the terms of like me breaking up with my husband, because that's not gonna happen, but like in terms of like breaking up with the state. I feel like I'm in a toxic relationship with the state of Virginia. And like all of the breakup songs like apply. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. The Kali meditation. Kali has the power to rip into the things that haunt us, disembowel them, and then leave only corpses for us to dance upon in our newfound freedom. This meditation is best done either at night or early in the morning before sunrise. Kali is darkness, and it is helpful to feel that energy of the dark during this meditation. You may have one white candle lit. Feel free to cleanse your space with incense. You may have music playing if you like, or you may do this in silence. You can find some chants to Kali on YouTube or whatever music streaming service you use. You can also chant Kali's seed mantra, which is Krim. When chanting this mantra, you invoke the energy of Kali. And the seed sound brings the energy of transformation. You can chant any multiple of 9 times, 9, 36, 54, 108, etc. 9 represents a complete cycle. Do some deep breathing in and out. Once you feel relaxed, you're going to visualize yourself walking into a cemetery at night. The feeling of being in a cemetery may invoke feelings of fear for you. It is up to you if you want to move through that fear. If seeing yourself in a cemetery is too triggering, then you can see yourself floating in a vast blackness of space. Kali may also give you a vision where she is. Wherever you are going to see Kali emerge. Maybe she comes out of the cemetery ground or descends from the sky. See Kali in her full form, black skin, wild hair, red tongue sticking out, fangs dripping blood, wearing a necklace of skulls and skirt of several hands. See her with 4 arms and different objects like the sword, trident, severed head, and her palm up telling you, "Fear not, daughter." Though she may look gruesome, feel her radiating energy of pure love. She smiles at you. In the presence of Kali, you are going to ask what it is you need to let go of to be the badass goddess you were born to be, and leave the nice girl mask behind. Ask her what you need to release. You may hear a message or see an image. Allow Kali to show you what is holding you back. Once you're clear on what it is, ask your spirit to give you the symbol that represents this Once you're clear on what it is, ask your spirit to give you a symbol that represents this thing you need to release. If it is fear of judgment from your parents, maybe it's a belt. If it's needing to be perfect all the time, maybe it's a ruler or an object that you own, like a particular outfit. Allow your spirit to reveal it. Once you have these objects, you are going to imagine Kali waving a hand and making a bonfire in front of you. Release your objects into the fire, watch it burn up, and and feel the release of this blockage. Next, you're going to ask Kali to give you a vision of your badass goddess. See this vision in the flames. What does she look like? What does she sound like? What does she act like? What is she doing? And who is she doing it with? How does she feel? The fire that is before you is the fire of transformation. See yourself jump into that fire. See the fire consuming and remaining blockages holding you back. Feel yourself purified and fearless. Feel this badass goddess energy all over your body. Last, see yourself emerging from these flames like the phoenix in your new form as this badass goddess. Okay, so I'm gonna read that again. Definitely gonna read that again, but I am going to pull up. Let's see if I can pull up the Dude, definitely need this meditation. And it's especially, and that I feel like that's why we like didn't find it like when we needed to, like we needed the prep for it, because I feel like I mean, I guess it would have like coincided, but I feel like it's more meaningful now just based off of the cards that were pulled, the conversations that were had, and like the eagles, and just like the number 7, and just like all of the like the synchronicities that we've been seeing. So that was definitely right on time. But let me see. All of these ones are it's 50 skulls. Let me get a little more specific for Google. That's not. Let me see. I guess this could do it. Honestly, it could be probably. This is a good one. Oh no. Can I zoom out a little bit so we can get the whole thing? No. Not a thing. I guess I could, oh, I can do it that way. Okay. Oh no. Sorry. My bad. Overlays, iPhone. Okay. Alright. So as we're looking at that. Okay, so that's Kali. So Kali's meditation. This meditation is best done either at night or in the early morning before sunrise. Kali is darkness, and it is helpful to feel that energy of the dark during this meditation. You may have one white candle lit. Feel free to cleanse your space with incense. You may have music playing if you like, or you may do this in silence. You can find some chants to Kali on YouTube or whatever music streaming service you use. You can also chant Kali's seed mantra, which is which is creme. I said it right the first time, which is creme. When chanting this mantra, you invoke the energy of Kali, and this seed sound brings the energy of transformation. You can chant any multiple of 9 times. 9, 36, 54, 108. 9 represents a complete cycle. Do some deep breathing in and out. Once you feel relaxed, you're going to visualize yourself walking into a cemetery at night. The feeling of being in a cemetery may invoke feelings or fear for you. It is up to you if you want to move through that fear. If seeing yourself in a cemetery is too triggering, then you can see yourself floating in the vast blackness of space. Kali may also give you a vision of where she is. Wherever you are, you're going to see Kali emerge. Maybe she comes out of the cemetery ground or descends from the sky. See Kali in her full form. Black skin, wild hair, red tongue sticking out, fangs dripping blood, wearing a necklace of skulls and a skirt of severed hands. See her with 4 arms and different objects like the sword, trident, severed head, and her palm telling you, "Fear not, daughter." Though she looks gruesome, feel her radiating energy of pure love. She smiles at you. In the presence of Kali, you're going to ask what it is you need to let go of to be the badass goddess you were born to be, and leave the nice girl mask behind. Ask her what you need to release. You may hear a message or see an image. Allow Kali to show what is holding you back. Once you're clear on what it is, ask your spirit to give you a symbol that represents this thing you may need to release. If it is fear of judgment from your parents, maybe it's a belt. If it's needing to be perfect all the time, maybe it's a ruler or an object that you own, like a particular outfit. Allow your spirit to reveal it. Once you have the object or objects, you're going to imagine Kali waving a hand and making a bonfire in front of you. Release your object into the fire. Watch it burn up and feel the release of this blockage. Next, you're going to ask Kali to give you a vision of your badass goddess. See this vision in the flames. What does she look like? What does she sound like? What does she act like? What is she doing? And who is she doing it with? How does she feel? The fire that is before you is the fire of transformation. See yourself jump in the fire. See the fire consuming any remaining blockages holding you back. Feel yourself purified and fearless. Feel this badass goddess energy all over your body. Last, see yourself emerging from these flames like the phoenix in your new form as the badass goddess. It was a really good chapter. Hold on, let me get back, X that out. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm actually gonna fold this down because I don't have a pen down here. So next week we'll start chapter 9. I will pull, I wonder what, I'm just gonna reach in the handy dandy bag and see what comes out. It'll be like fishing for cards, I think. I don't even know. That's crazy. What did you take from that chapter? What did I take out of that chapter? I'm weak. You think it's gonna be Oshun? Like, probably. The handy dandy. Well, what did you take out of it? I feel like it was a lot of confirmation in terms of letting go. Especially towards the end. I'm weak, it's not. It's Secrets of the Ancestors. Secrets of the Ancestors. Yeah. The confirmation of letting go. I would say that, dude, is everyone's TikTok okay? I posted 2 things today. Well, I posted 1 thing, and it didn't get any views, and I was like, okay, like, well, weird. I usually get like a little bit. Ooh, stop people pleasing. Yes, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I need to stop people pleasing. Love thyself. Let go. Yeah. Definitely. If he ain't gonna love you the way you should, then let it go. You need to get if he don't wanna love you the right way, he ain't gonna. What do you mean? I'm so confused. What are you guys talking about? What's been deleting? And oh, the TikTok. Oh, bro. I was like, what's been deleting? I'm an idiot. Sorry, I literally just asked that like less than a minute ago. Sorry. Dude. Bruh, no, literally. But like, I feel like TikTok's just the easiest to like make my videos. But it's like, I guess I'll like move on. That shit's crazy. Not like I even really made money on TikTok anyways. I mean, I did make a good hunk of change. But like, not a lot. Facebook pays me more, not necessarily like in like fund wise, but like I get paid more frequently on Facebook than I do in person TikTok. That's funny. I'm an idiot. I'm like, what? I always get nervous, like, what's glitching? Bruh. I don't know. But really, I haven't even tried to like do anything besides post the videos and notice that both of them have 0 views, which is a little suspicious. So I'll I guess just wait till tomorrow and see. I have no clue. I have no idea, dude. But, okay, so Citrine was the first card that we pulled. Wealth, enhanced career prospects, self-esteem, and manifestation, which is wild because self-esteem, self-love, that goes hand in hand with that. So the secrets of the ancestors. So who's gonna come out and guide us through? That was kind of aggressive, so we'll go with that. Oh, the group, blessed. Everybody say blessed. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn around. It's gonna work in your favor. That literally, that is that song. How can you not? How does the beginning of it? Everybody say blessed. Oh, that's not even blessed. It's fucking blissed, dude. But blissed, happy, blessed. No, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna pretend that says. I'm gonna pretend that says fucking blessed, dude. But it says blissed. But that's still happy. Look at how happy. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn around. That circle, the sun. It's gonna work in your favor. Everybody say bless, bless. Who is that? I think that's Marvin Sapp and his "Don't leave the church without paying your $2,000" whatever he was saying. I think that's him. Okay, so that's card number 19. Let's see. Blissed, not blessed, blissed. Yay, the energy of the moment. Things are about to get really good. It is safe to be optimistic. There is no other shoe dropping. In fact, put on your cute shoes and dance. People are naturally drawn to your light. Your love is your light. Radiate and shine your splendor. You have nothing to hide. The Groot ancestor illuminates your path with warmth and positivity, encouraging you to embrace your true self, express your creativity, and bask in the blessings of life. Ancestral memory. The Groot is depicted by a Groot of Mali, strumming his kora in front of the great mosque of Djinn. Groots are talented oral historians who sing, tell stories, and create music with scholarly lessons. Ancestral medicine. Allow that inner confidence you feel to radiate outward. Hold your head up high and smile. Be open to opportunities for prosperity and love, money, and success. That's wild. That literally ties hand in hand with the citrine stone. So we need to go. Listen, so after this quantum leap that we're doing, and they all match too. It's a bright future ahead. We just need to get through the storm. When I mean storm, I mean like physical storm, spiritual storm, all the battles that we're going through, because I know that everyone's like secretly like going through like different things, but we just gotta collectively all get through it. There's a neon light at the end of the tunnel. It's bright and sunny days ahead, so we completely got this. I appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you tomorrow maybe. Who knows? It's a snow day. We can do whatever we want. Bye.